Thank you, thank you. Yes, thanks for the introduction. My name is Eddie Connor, and I'm the head of vocational strategy for Europe and Africa for Pearson. It's really nice actually to be here. I like coming to Kenya, but actually I haven't seen Sushila for a few years. The first time I met her was my first day at Pearson, decades ago in London at an international conference. And she was always, she still is, she's always a font of knowledge, and she wants to help and support people. And we met her there in the foyer, and we give each other a big hug, and she leans in in a conspiratorial way. She leans in and she says, "Eddie, you've grown up." So, as an adult now, perhaps I should do what I've come to do here, which is just to say a few words and to offer my congratulations as well. What I'd like to do to start off with is to talk a little bit about Pearson and the word that describes us and the process that drives us, and that word and process is efficacy. We spend a lot of our time trying to create qualifications and learning resources that gives back to you, the students, the outcomes that the time and the effort that you put in so richly deserves. So that you know if you do your bit, we'll do ours, and together you'll be able to achieve what you want to do from your learning. And we call this idea efficacy. And it's something of an obsession inside Pearson, but it makes days like today the highlight of my work. And as I get to come out here to places like this and see that idea of efficacy in practice, to give the learners who have put in so much effort that special recognition and the reward that they deserve, and to know that each learner in this room has achieved their learning goals and will go on to the next stage of their education where it's likely they're going to do that again. And that's why I come to work in the morning, and sometimes I come to work late at night as well for that reason. And I'm honored to have this chance here today to recognize your achievements. As I said, I love coming to Kenya. It's an incredibly warm and friendly country. You're so open to share here and full of joy. And I've spent a few days here visiting centers, and I have had the chance to see some of the learning in action this week. And every time I come here, I'm blown away by the drive and the focus of the students here, the passion and the support of the teaching staff inside the centers, and talking with the students individually over these last couple of days, I know that they feel supported and encouraged by their families. So what I really want to do is just to offer my congratulations to you all on a truly incredible achievement. I want to congratulate the teachers, the school staff, whose expertise and dedication has no doubt been instrumental to each award won here today. I want to congratulate the parents for their support and the guidance that they've given over this period. And let's face it, probably many years prior to this. And they've done so with tremendous pride. But most of all, I want to offer my congratulations to you, the students, because this is your achievement full and foremost. So what have you really achieved here today? Well, for many of you, these awards are a gateway to the next point in your study or in your career pathway. In some cases, you might be taking that subject knowledge to another level, or for some of you, that's not the case. So what the awards really have done here is help you to open the doors that needed opening. So why is it important to have these in the first place? Well, it's not so much your end achievement, but it's the process that you've been through to reach this point. That is what, for the majority of you, is what will really matter in the future. Because you haven't received one of these awards today by simply being clever, or even being very clever, or just by hard work alone. You have to have both. You have to have the intelligence and the ability to apply it meaningfully and successfully to a task again and again and over time. And no matter what you do in the future, you've proved to yourselves that you can do that now. And that brings me to another really important thing that I've learned personally, and that your learning journey at the moment is far from coming to a close. It's just getting started. It's just beginning to flourish. You're being recognized today for completing a stage of your education with exceptional results. And that's when the endless possibilities of what you can learn next begins. So don't get sucked into the idea that you learn something so that you can do something or so that you can access something. The real reason you learn one thing is so that you can build on it and learn something else. Life only has one end point, and everything else is a stepping stone. So, whilst you can be forgiven for letting this go to your heads and celebrating today and fair is fair, yeah, you can be as pleased and as smug as you like today. You've done the hard work, you've earned it. But if there's one lasting thing that you get from receiving these awards today, I hope it's not that you appreciate what you've done, but that you appreciate what you can do. Congratulations. Thank you very much.